All in, he said. I could sense them in the distance. The rattle of the ball, the snap of the cards, a whisper of romance, a laugh. Some were serious, some were excited. But it was an easy call.
Christchurch Casino.
Kia ora Canterbury and welcome to Canterbury Live on Thursday the 23rd of October. Well, have you heard? Yes, 007 is in New Zealand. Yes, he is. And do you know where he is? Yeah, no, he's not in Christchurch. Seriously, I would be jumping up on top of this couch if he was in Christchurch at the moment. He's in Dunedin. Yes, he is, and there he is. A couple of students actually chased him down, Otago boys, and had a little selfie with them. He's actually here with his wife, Rachel, who of course is an actress, who's actually an Oscar-winning actress, and she's filming The Light Between Oceans. So, you know, if you've got any rallies down in Otago, they should probably rock down to the Meridian Mall. Apparently he frequents down there anyway. Coming up on today's show, we actually head out to Musgroves and find out more about this institution that is here in Canterbury, and also Millers, and it's actually our overview. It's the last of the session of the history. We meet up with neurologist Ivan Donaldson talking about his new book, The Truant from Medicine, which is sounds quite interesting, doesn't it? But first up, I'm with a little pocket rocket. Yes, I am. All the way from Ireland. I promise not to do any Irish accents to you, Kathy. That would not be cool at all. Kathy Kelly, welcome to Canterbury Live.
Thank you, thank you. I'm sorry, I'd love to hang around for the neurologist. I read an amazing book by a neurologist recently called, a neurosurgeon, called Do No Harm. Absolutely incredible. All about the various operations he'd performed and just incredible. They say the brain is the last true bit of the world we have not explored. Yeah.
Jeebus, hear that.
There you go.
Well, maybe you should be his agent. You can be the publicist for his book.
I can be his publicist, yes. We can talk.
You've been around. Hey, it's your first time to Christchurch. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and it's so beautiful, beautiful place, and great to see buildings coming back to life and everything. It's wonderful.
Yeah, you did right. You just know at the end, life is coming back to Christchurch. But for you, life carries on and another novel.
Yes,
Tell me about your latest one. It started with Paris, which is an awesome way to start.
I know, it is a pretty good place to start. Yeah, it started with Paris because there's this beautiful romantic engagement on top of the Eiffel Tower. Because you see, I thought I'd write about this because when I was in my 20s, everyone was getting engaged on top of the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, cliche,
cliche, yeah. See, we only say cliche because did it happen to you? Didn't happen to me. You see, that's why we say it's a cliche. So, never happened to me, sadly. And so I thought it'd be a fun way to start a book, all romance, and then suddenly, ba-ching, into real life. And real life is a woman whose husband has walked out on her for another girl who's got legs up to her armpits, you know, basic nightmare.
One of those ones.
One of those ones. A woman who is on her own for 15 years. Herself and her husband, they are divorced. Good divorce, you know, all very grown up and everything. But she's still wondering, did we make a mistake? And then the last character is a woman who's widowed, and she's just 40. She's got a young son, and she's fallen in love again. But she has fallen in love with a guy who has an ex-wife who isn't pleased about it. So it's all about the ins and outs of blended families and...
Kathy, just quiet. I think it sounds like real life.
It's real life. That's what I write about, real life. They're not real people. I do not write about real people, but... So it starts with the wild romance and then suddenly, ding, real life. Very,
very cool. And you say it's not about real life, but obviously you do pull in threads, I guess, of everyday life, don't you?
Yeah, you do. I mean, I don't write about real people. I know some writers who do. But I think, you know, everything you hear and you see and you read goes in there and it percolates around, and the neurologist will be able to tell us how it percolates around. But anyway, I wish he would. Yeah. And it percolates. And then somehow it comes out and I create these characters and I think, what if? Because that's the real novelist's word, you know, what if? What if we had this woman and she fell in love with this lovely guy, but his ex-wife isn't over him and wants to break up their relationship.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, what if?
And then comes the screenplay, and it's just simple as that, isn't it, really? What a great book, though, for those wonderful ladies that get together, and maybe for the gentlemen, the book clubs.
Yeah, the book club, great.
Wouldn't it be cool?
Yeah.
Probably could bring up a couple of things out of their closets, maybe potentially with the book. Who is the read for? Who would this be well suited for?
That is a hard question because I have a very broad readership. I know a lot of people would have sort of a tighter, is perhaps the wrong word, readerships, but I have
Select.
Yeah, select. But I sort of seem to go from one age to the next because I have a 17-year-old girl in there. I'd love to write teenage novels, so I love writing about younger people. And then there's, a lady in her 60s. So I sort of go the whole, because I think age is sort of unimportant.
Very much so.
Because no matter what age you are, you always feel a different age, don't you? I think, maybe if I live to be 90, I'll probably feel...
It's an escape.
Yeah,
That's what a novel should be.
Yeah. So you don't have to fit in a little box to get into it, so...
Okay, so then we're in Paris. It started with Paris. Are we going to... It started with Spain.
It started with Spain. No, the next book, no. I just thought Paris would be a bit of fun because, I was just miserable and depressed about having never been proposed to personally there.
So where were you proposed to?
I was never really proposed to in any exotic locations.
It was contractual. Yeah.
Yes. No, I was proposed to at, well, it was sort of more of a, will we get married? What do you think? At someone else's wedding. Weddings are bad for that.
Random.
Yeah, totally random. Yeah, but we didn't actually ever go through with it,
Oh.
So, yeah.
Oh, jeepers.
Yeah.
Hey, on to something amazing. You are an ambassador for UNICEF.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Well, I'm Irish. I live in Ireland, and I was asked 9 years ago when I've twin boys of 11. So when they were 2, I was asked would I get involved, and I'd always been really interested in working in Africa, and that's primarily where I've been involved over the last few years. So through that, I've been to Africa 3 times. I've been to Mozambique twice, and I've been to Rwanda. And what you do is you go, you see what life is like out there, you see what UNICEF does, and then I come back and I talk about it, I write about it. I mean, the first time I went, my boys were 2, okay? And I went to a mother and baby clinic, and there are all these little kids who were getting their shots and everything. And it's just like, even though the circumstances were so different, it was just like, being at home, the baby's crying and they're getting their shots.
Anxiety, I'm doing this to my child.
The whole thing, right? And yet, I remember taking a picture of this amazing little kid with the little hair and the little cute braids sticking up into her little chubby cheeks. She was beautiful. And I brought the picture home and I had it on my wall, but the chances are that she would not live to see her 5th birthday because 1 in 5 kids don't. And they die from things like diarrhea, dirty water. Dirty water is a massive problem. They die from respiratory infections. They die from malaria, and if they had $6 malaria nets, that could be sorted. So it's just seeing the really simple things that could make a difference to these people. And so it makes you very passionate. I think especially when you have kids, you go, no kid should go through this, no mom should go through this, nobody should go through this when they can survive if we just, I know there's so much going on in the world, and look at what Christchurch has gone through, and everyone has had to pull together to survive. And this is, I guess, reaching out to other people and helping them survive.
See her passion? Yeah? Well, it's in this book. It started with Paris, and you are very lucky because you could win a copy of this beautiful book. Just call through to 03 3777 033 and you could be the lucky winner, or go onto our Facebook page. Make sure you like us and leave your details there. Kathy, you're inspirational, and you're a mum of 2. We didn't touch on that. Twins. Hello, seriously, double trouble. Okay,
crazy.
Enjoy the rest of your time in New Zealand.
Thank you,
Stay
darling.
with us after break. More Canterbury Live.
Yuck, look at all this moss and lichen. I'm not getting up there, not in these heels. Time to call Mossbuster.
Mossbuster is a no-bleach, non-abrasive, biodegradable solution that has over 35 years of proven results. You can buy Mossbuster online for less than half the cost of other well-known products and can be yours for less than $1 a litre. You just spray it on and let Mother Nature do the rest, or Mossbuster can do it for you. Check out our website or call the Mossbuster crew for a free quote. Mossbuster, 0800 88 1000.
Action Removals, offering short or long-term storage facilities, full packing services, comprehensive rates, all fully insured and with 6 vehicle sizes to choose from. Earthquake repairs? Action Removals pack, move, store and return your valuable possessions stress-free. Action Removals, a family business that has been operating in Christchurch for over 10 years. Action Removals, your one-stop removal service on time, every time. 0800 222 526.
My son's helped me greatly with my independence now that I've got more mobility.
Mum, I've been looking into stand assist chairs from More Mobility. They recline back with a footrest, then when you want to get out of them, they stand you up. You can even sleep on them. More Mobility can bring one out for a free trial. There's even electric beds too. What do you think? For more range and more expert advice, see More Mobility, corner Clarence and Princess Streets off Blenheim Road.
What a difference More Mobility makes.
PhoneQuip, the place to shop for a great range of 2 Degrees mobile phones, accessories and USB modems. We can also set you up on a pay monthly plan, or you can purchase your prepaid top-up. To view our range of 2 Degree products, visit our website or simply head in store.
Drum roll, please. We are about to announce the winners of Empire. So where are these wonderful people going to? Check this out.
How the system should work. There's a storm brewing.
Too exciting. We're heading there tonight, so I'll tell you all about it tomorrow. I hear there's some rude bits. I'll have to go like this quite a lot. Anyway, the winners. The first one, Brady Downs. Congratulations. We've got a lovely image of you. You've won it for your dad. The image is you're dressed up as a disciple, or he is, for the niece's school production, and as Dan Carter with his wife, as Jane from Tarzan at her 20th, as you do. They sound like a fun family, don't they, the Downs? So congratulations to you. Next up, this is quite magnificent. Yes, maleficent that is. That is Tyra Adlam. Congratulations, Tyra. You are beautiful anyway, but that is simply sensation, giving old Angelina a bit of a run for her money, isn't she? Next up, congratulations to Dave Bain. Oh my goodness, seriously? I was going to say something then, but I think you know what I'm thinking. Wearing the world's biggest jersey, as he is. There goes his little head there. Quite cute. And last but not least, Laura Donaldson. Dressed up as Thing 1 and Thing 2. Don't they look amazing? So congratulations to each of you. You will be heading to Empire at the Horncastle Arena next Tuesday, the 28th of October. We'll be in touch to get those double passes to you. Oh, phew. After that, Millers. We've been learning all about the history, and now it's a bit of a wrap-up. So have a look at this.
Millers are a fourth-generation, locally owned family business that has been operating in New Zealand since 1924. Serving customers with top-quality products and outstanding service, Millers have continued to grow and expand over the past 90 years. An innovation which has been particularly successful for the company, and one that has become something of a household name in Christchurch, is Millers Dialer Curtain. The in-home decor consulting service was established in 1980 and was the first of its kind in New Zealand. The Dialer Curtain side of the business is managed by Jeff Miller's wife Jill, who also serves as a director on the board. She is not the only family member involved in the company. Jeff's father Reginald still contributes in his role as a director. Daughter Vanessa joined the company in 2004 and runs their website. And son Greg became the company's first fourth-generation director in 2013. With Jeff holding a business management degree, together with considerable experience in international brands, he is bringing a new dimension to the management of the company and is contributing to its strategic direction going forward. Founder Leslie Miller's original aim for his company was to be the best in the business, supplying customers with good quality products at competitive prices, a vision his grandson Jeff embraced when he took over the reins in 1993. Product quality and service excellence remain key elements of the business's success. Millers is seen as a very stable business with a good reputation and are trusted by their customers. Their desire is to continue to deserve that trust by always offering their customers exciting, unique and affordable home decor products matched by exceptional customer service. Recent investment in a new computer system has further improved efficiency and accuracy across the business, enhancing the quality of service Miller's offers its customers. The company has also invested substantially in plant and equipment to produce a state-of-the-art workroom for curtain making. The new facility, along with an expansion of Miller's dialer curtain service, is enabling the company to cater for the increasing demand for soft furnishings stimulated by the Canterbury rebuild. With thousands of homes being rebuilt and repaired in and around Christchurch, Millers are likely to be very busy for some time. Millers weren't too badly affected in a bricks and mortar sense by the earthquakes. Fortunately, repiling of the Blenheim Road building in 1995 saved it from damage. The car park might be a bit lumpy, but the building is in good shape, much like the company itself. Driven by the strong vision of Jeff and Jill Miller, and with the next generation of Millers now working the business as well, the success of this proud, locally owned business looks set to continue well into the future.
Well, if I said to you maybe a bottle of wine and a neurologist, you'll go, very separate, very different, very... No, actually they're the same. Stay with us after the break.
PhoneQuip, the place to shop for a great range of 2 degrees mobile phones, accessories and USB modems. We can also set you up on a pay monthly plan, or you can purchase your prepaid top-up. To view our range of 2 degree products, visit our website or simply head in store.
Yuck! Look at all this moss and lichen. I'm not getting up there, not in these heels. Time to call Mossbuster.
Mossbuster is a no-bleach, non-abrasive, biodegradable solution that has over 35 years of proven results. You can buy Mossbuster online for less than half the cost of other well-known products and can be yours for less than $1 a litre. You just spray it on and let Mother Nature do the rest, or Mossbuster can do it for you. Check out our website or call the Mossbuster crew for a free quote. Mossbuster, 0800 88 1000.
My son's helped me greatly with my independence now that I've got more mobility.
Mum, I've been looking into stand assist chairs from More Mobility. They recline back with a footrest, then when you want to get out of them, they stand you up. You can even sleep on them. More Mobility can bring one out for a free trial. There's even electric beds too. What do you think? For more range and more expert advice, see More Mobility, corner Clarence and Princess Streets off Blenheim Road.
What a difference more mobility makes.
Action Removals, offering short or long-term storage facilities, full packing services, comprehensive rates, all fully insured and with 6 vehicle sizes to choose from. Earthquake repairs? Action Removals pack, move, store and return your valuable possessions stress-free. Action Removals, a family business that has been operating in Christchurch for over 10 years. Action Removals, your one-stop removal service on time, every time. 0800 222 526.
We are truly sport today with these wonderful authors that are gracing the red couch today. I'm joined by Ivan Donaldson. How are you? Yes, you are an author, but my goodness, your journey started, and well, you are one of the most wonderful and quite renowned here in New Zealand, neurologist.
Yes, well, I don't like to say yes to that, but I suppose the answer is yes.
Well, you should. I know you're very modest as it is, but how have you had time to become an author?
Well, actually, I have to say it's my wife who has, they say behind every successful man there is a surprised mother-in-law, right? And I had one,
right.
But my wife, she has behind the scenes, she's self-effacing, but she's just such a busy person and organised and does things. I'm a dreamer, she goes out and does it. So she's a doer. She's not doer, but she is a doer.
So it's a great partnership.
A great partnership, yes.
Okay. And let's talk about your loves.
Right. Well, my loves, I suppose, these loves that we're talking about, which this book, The Truant for Medicine, is about 2 paths that have gone through my life. One is medicine, that has wandered through various places, and this book goes from starting with a young doctor in the hospital going through, but telling patient stories and plumbing the depths of the brain as well. So it gives things from the patient's perspective. The other is the whole bit of wine that came through and wandered through, the streams often crossing, parting, but they were the two things. But come back to what your question was, the loves of my life. Wine, medicine, but first of all, it started because my then girlfriend, Chris, gave me a book called Wine. I knew nothing about wine. I fell in love with the topic of wine, but also fell in love with her, and she was a girlfriend then. We married shortly afterwards, so yes. And
Wonderful.
we've wandered together through all these years just in exactly the same way.
How many years, Ivan, have you been married?
Oh,
Am I putting you on the
goodness,
spot now?
yes.
Gee, there's no pressure
in
in
our
trouble now.
In our 47th year.
How fantastic. So talk us through the truant from medicine. I love that word. It's so naughty, isn't it, truant? I love it.
It was a name that was actually given to me, and the book reveals why it was given to me and whatever, but yeah, I guess I was a bit of a truant because I was working, supposed to be working full-time in medicine, but I was also starting in wine, working in wine, and that was really which led to the truancy.
Well, we're heading into Christmas time, aren't we, Ivan?
We are indeed.
Are you doing anything special for Christmas? Are you working?
Yes,
or?
no, we're
No?
actually having Christmas with one of our sons, with all of our sons actually, but going to one of our sons' house.
Fantastic. And some of your family are actually featured. There's some lovely pictures in there, isn't there?
They're all featured in there,
Yeah.
all 4 sons and my wife.
4 sons. How did you do it? Were you going for the girl, weren't you?
We were, yes, but you can't have everything in this life.
I did the same thing, but I didn't go back again. 3 was enough, I'll tell you that
Okay.
for nothing, Ivan, but well done you for going again. But there are some beautiful books taking you behind the scenes, and especially with your family. What a wonderful family memento, isn't it, for you, really?
It's been a great journey, I have to say, and the most important thing I've found out in life is enjoy the journey. The destination's secondary.
It is, isn't it? And thank you. You're giving us away, giving a book to give away, The Truant for Medicine, but also just to touch on another beautiful book, The Vintner's Table as well, which is just stunning.
Well,
as
that's
well.
about the Pegasus Bay Winery, restaurant in particular, and Random House has published both these books, and it's unusual for them to put 2 books out that relate to each other together. It's very unusual to release them.
And we've got
same
that one
time.
to give away as well. Are you still in medicine? Are you still continuing working?
The answer is
or?
yes and no. I'm not actually doing hands-on work as a doctor anymore, but I'm on the board of the New Zealand Brain Research Institute and have been for the last 10 years. That's situated right here in Christchurch, doing important neurological research, and all of the authors' profits, proceeds from the truant are going to the work of the that neurological institute. So yes,
It's a full circle then, isn't it?
It is. So the other thing that I'm doing in medicine is I'm on the board of an organisation called Hei Waka Tapu, which is delivering programs to disadvantaged Maori and Pacific people. So they are. It's a medically related organisation.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us today, Ivan. You're an absolute inspiration. What an interesting chap. I could talk to you all day, but unfortunately, we do have to go. Okay, remember, thank you. So you've got the 2 books. You can go on, yes. Just call through 03 3777 033. It's as simple as that. And of course, we're going out on location to Musgroves. Thank you so much for joining me. See you tomorrow.
Hello and welcome to Musgroves. Today we are looking at the heritage section in Musgroves and we have Liz telling us all about it. Liz, hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, thanks.
What have you got here?
This store here came out of Godly House. Sadly, it was lost in the earthquakes. We did a bit of the demolition in Godly House, so we obtained, this is a door that we obtained out of there. So you're looking around 1900s for this door.
So you got quite a few items from Godly House then?
There were, yes, of course, a lot of the beautiful ceiling roses. They went very early. The TNG, I think you've already seen this morning. I think there's a lot of TNG flooring that's come out of Godley Head, and this is available for purchasing. And as this door is also, this door, you could, for a heritage door this sort of age, you're going to be paying around the $295 mark. This is also wheelchair compliant, so if you were putting this into a commercial environment, this would be okay. It would also service a beautiful door in a house.
Yes.
You could actually have it as a front door because it is cedar.
Yeah.
It weighs 2 tonne. So it could, yes, you could use that in a domestic, as a domestic front door.
So do a lot of your pieces get used for commercial places?
But yes, they especially the ones that are a bit wider, because they've got to have this, the wheelchair access. They've got to comply. So the wider doors do, but yes, yeah, we do double hung windows out of the 1900s as well when people are refurbishing. Of course, in days gone by, people have taken them out and put them aluminium. Well, we've come the full circle. Those aluminium are now coming out, and they're trying to go back to their wood that they originated with. We've got a good supply of double glazed house lots of both doors and windows. Bifold doors are very popular, so we haven't got a big supply of bifolds. We do have some, but there are times when we do, when we get a house lot.
So is this your favourite piece?
This is my favourite piece. This is my favourite piece, and I do want it to sell it to a good home.
So what kind of people do you get buying these kind of items?
These will be the people that are really enthusiastic at putting their houses back the way they were when they were first built.
It really does. It has that story and that history behind it.
Yeah.
You walk through that door and you can think, oh, it's from Godley House.
Well, we do have some of the brass fittings that go on the doors. Ebony is, because it's a thing of the past, ebony door handles now, and the door plates. We do get them in from time to time as well.
Wow.
Yeah. This is the brass type hardware that I was talking about down at the Godley House door. So these are porcelain, these little coat hooks. Very rarely do we see these now, and look what we've got. They've only just come in the last couple of days, so we've purchased these. There's a wee selection of brass, old brass in here that you can use when doing up an old house. Lovely. This is an example of an old door with its original 1900s, turn of the century hardware. This is the type of brass where we don't always have these. These are very rare. We wouldn't separate these off the store. You'd have to buy the whole door to purchase these items. But this is just an example of brass that we have from time to time. You'd come to Musgroves for it. Where else would you go?
Where else? Exactly.
Start at Musgroves.
Exactly.
If you're doing a job, start at Musgroves.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for showing all of this to us, Liz.
Good.
I think people will be very intrigued and surprised to hear what Musgroves actually has.
Come on into Musgroves. We're waiting for you. Yeah!
All in, he said. I could sense them in the distance. The rattle of the ball, the snap of the cards, a whisper of romance, a laugh. Some were serious, some were excited. But it was an easy call.